Welcome, everybody, to the Mullins Over Music podcast. It's episode 85, as we are on our last week of the Women in the Music Industry month here on the podcast. And this week, I have the magical Annie Haden on the podcast. I think you guys are going to really like this one, so check it out. Welcome, everybody, to the Mullins Over Music podcast. I'm your host, as always, at least until the robots take over, Austin Mullins. And I'm here with a special guest. I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you.
I'm Annie Haden, and I am a locally based singer-songwriter here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Well, thank you for coming on, Annie. It's great to have you.
Thank you for having me, Austin. I don't think you'll ever be replaced by AI. That's my personal opinion.
Thank you. Thank you. I have too much personality for the AI.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
That human component.
yeah, exactly. Well, I've got two fun questions we always start the podcast off with. Now, I have a fun little spiel that I think you'll like. I love it. Um, you know how when you were in school, at the beginning of every new class, they'd be like, stand up, state your name, and give them a fun fact or what you did over the summer?
Yes, the dreaded fun fact. Yes.
Exactly. That was all in preparation for this podcast. You didn't know it, but that's what it was.
Okay.
All things have led to this question on this podcast.
To this moment. Yeah.
Exactly. So, give me a fun fact about yourself.
My fun fact is that I have the most perfect dog that ever existed on the face of the planet. Her name is Penny, and she comes with me to a lot of my shows. And if we're lucky, she will make an appearance on this podcast.
Okay. I like that fun fact. Of course, our second question is always the fun question. It's always fresh most of the time. And I just had it and it's gone. There it is. Okay. This is you got to really think about this. What's the
Okay.
grossest food you've ever had to eat to be polite about?
Oh my gosh. To be polite. Um,
Like you didn't want to eat it, but you ate it out of politeness.
I don't know. I love a lot of food. So it's hard to offend me food wise.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I'll just tell you the grossest food I've ever had.
I'll take it.
Sometimes I will eat like fresh spinach right out of the bag.
Yeah.
One time when I was growing up, I went to go grab some spinach out of the bag at night.
Oh no.
So I didn't see that it was like rotting. So I was eating like slimy, rotting
Ooh.
spinach. And we'll never forget that forever.
Yeah, I'd never forget that either.
Yeah. I'm really careful at the grocery store now.
Yeah, I would be too. I was watching the Food Network yesterday. Since we're on the topic of gross foods, this guy was like, "I hate okra. It tastes like snot."
Okay.
Yeah, it was he's like a famous French chef. Oh, it was Tournament of Champions on Food Network,
Wow.
and he was like, "I hate okra. It tastes like snot. It looks like snot." And so he turned it into a sauce and tried to mask it a little bit.
Wow. Okay. Um, well, we just talked about this. We're both from like the South, sort
Yeah,
of. So how do you feel about that?
I don't I don't have an opinion. It's
I
it's
have a lot of
okay.
opinions about it.
It's not bad. It's not great. It's okay. I'm
I think okra has to be made the right way, right? It doesn't like taste like
yeah.
anything. It has to be fried correctly. Otherwise, it'll be slimy and gross, like you're saying. It
Yeah,
doesn't
absolutely.
taste bad as a vegetable. I don't
Yeah,
know. I really don't like olives or capers or anything
okay.
like yeah. So I would be on the same page with him if he were right. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, if he, I don't know why he was using oh, no, it was a required ingredient. That's why.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, if you don't like it, why are you using it? And then I was like, oh yeah, because they got the spinning. I started the episode in the middle of it, so they've got five spinning wheels that Guy Fieri walks up to because he's the host and spins the wheels, and it lands on like two ingredients, a way to prepare it, a thing that you need to use, the time, all sorts of stuff like that, and okra was one of them. I think shrimp was the other food option.
It's an
So
awesome concept for a show. I think okra sauce sounds like the worst possible idea, though.
it didn't look great. It
Yeah.
was very like it looked more like snot after the fact
Right. Yeah.
than it did when he had it like chopped up and stuff.
Yeah. I
But
wonder how okra sauce would taste on like shrimp. It's an interesting
yeah, it was
comment.
an interesting comment. Oh,
Yeah.
and they had to use, the crinkle cutter things. So it's almost like a brass knuckles, but it's a crinkle cut thing that you use to cut to make the crinkles for like French fries and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
They had to use that as like the kitchen utensil equipment that they had to use.
Okay.
And instead of using a knife, they just used that the entire time.
Wow. Okay. These cooking shows are really interesting, but you have to be like super resourceful. That's what makes it
Yeah.
interesting.
There's
Yeah.
there's one called Wild Card Kitchen that I really like. Um, these chefs come in with $10,000 of their own money, supposedly, anyways.
Okay.
Um, and they have to bet their money. They get a time card, a dish card, and then they each get their own like wild card. So
Okay.
like maybe the wild card is it has to be on a stick or
Okay.
has to have one cold component or you have to dice up 12 onions before you get started. Some ridiculous thing like that. That one's a great show. I highly recommend it to anybody who even remotely likes cooking shows.
Are you a cook? Are you like a chef kind
No.
of peep?
I
Okay.
like to cook, but
Okay.
I definitely couldn't be on any of those shows.
Okay.
I'm kind of picky.
Okay. I mean, I feel like most of us wouldn't be able to, but is that like one of your passions or
I wish I cooked more.
food person?
I I don't like to eat food. I feel like that's too much of a chore, which is
Oh,
weird.
okay.
Like food is good, but I feel like eating's such a chore. If I didn't have to eat, I wouldn't.
Okay. Understood. That makes sense to me.
Like that takes up time and effort that I just would rather put elsewhere.
The prep is annoying. Like the
Exactly.
both before and after is annoying. Yeah.
The middle part where you get to eat it and actually cook it is the fun part.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody likes doing dishes.
Yeah. I mean, even the cooking though, like it takes so much time, you know?
Exactly. If
Yeah.
if it if you could like pause time to prepare a meal and cook it and all that stuff, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. But the
100%.
fact that it takes up time is why I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, I like to like prep stuff for other people, but for
Yeah.
me, like I'm just gonna like not season this at all and just do this as quickly as possible, you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, if you're just cooking for yourself, it's like I'd rather just be boring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, let's move on to some music questions. Enough food talk for now. It'll probably come back later. But for now, let's get on to my one of my favorite music questions, and that is think of yourself as having a superhero origin story of how you became the musician you are today. Take me
Dang.
back as far back as you can, or as you want to go, and bring us from that time you finally got into music, when you fell in love with music, all the way to where we are today?
Um, I mean, mine is fairly simple. I feel like um my story took a turn at a certain point where I kind of got away from it. And then my like the climax of the storyline maybe is like when I came back to it. But I'm one of those people that just like coming out of the womb, I was like, I love music. Music is my thing. And, that's, yeah, it's just some of us are lucky enough to have that one thing that you just obsess over. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. I mean, you just told me that you teach like 10 different instruments. So I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you like music as much as we do, it's kind of hard to do anything but
that's
music.
it. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's talk about your music writing style. I definitely want to get into that a little bit. Take me from an idea that comes into your head, just a it may be a thought, maybe an idea. You're like, that could be a good piece of music, and bring me all the way to what would be a full track release for you.
Whew. Um, well, the recording stuff is all like kind of new for me.
Okay,
That's a whole different skill set, right?
of course.
Songwriting though, so like I picked up guitar when I was younger so that I could write songs because you can't really like I started as a vocalist, right?
Yeah,
A
of
vo
course.
um and so I mean you learn like three chords on the guitar and you're like good to go, you know? So
Fair enough.
I would say that over time it has come from different angles, but most often what happens is that separately I will okay, so I have like a lot of poetry from over the years. And I write poems with the intention of sort of turning them into songs, right?
Yeah,
So the structure is mostly already there a lot of the time. Sometimes I will just have a thought for a line that I think is something and I'll write it down on my phone or something. Um, but what usually ends up happening is I'll sit down with my guitar and come up with a chord progression or um, like a little doodad, a
yeah,
riff, and go from there. So what I'll do is I'll start digging through all of my stuff that I've
yeah,
written and then try to match up like feeling wise. I know this is probably a really strange process, but feeling wise and yeah, I don't know, like structure wise, what fits with what I'm currently noodling on, right?
yeah,
And then if I have to make changes, I'll just kind of do that as I go. But then sometimes that's where you get stuck, right? Because you have
yeah,
like most of a song done, and then you're like, wait, actually, this doesn't really suit what I'm going for with
yeah.
this full picture.
Okay, I like it. So you said the whole recording process is new to you. What have you found the most challenging?
Mm.
Because I know what's most
Um,
challenging for me, who's been doing it
hit
for
me
a
with it.
while. Okay, so a lot of the times, well, first off, forgetting to tune my guitar before I get started recording something, and then I go, well, now I have to retune it properly, and then go back and re-record what I just figured out.
Yeah, I have a
That's
story.
more of a that's not really so much like a challenge of, oh, now I don't remember how to play this or whatever. It's more of a challenge of, well, now I've added an extra 10 minutes to my project.
Oh my gosh, at least. I and not all tuners are made the same, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Um, So that actually happened to me with these two most recent singles that I was working on.
Yeah.
Um, I made like a total rookie mistake and was using like the built-in like amp tuner before I went to record this entire like pre-production track.
Yeah.
And I layered everything, like all the harmonies, everything to send out to everyone over email. And then like 3 weeks later, I realized that it was like a step and a half off. Like it was so I was so embarrassed because I was working up with all these people who are obviously more experienced than me. So I was
Yeah.
like, so sorry guys, like I'll send you guys a new one ASAP. But yeah, I feel you on that for sure.
I had a track that I recorded everything except for the bass guitar, and I sent it over to my buddy, and he, I send a lot of my music over to my buddy Liam so he can listen to it and give his opinion. Um, he goes, what tuning is this in?" I'm like, "Oh, it's in." I'm like, "I have my guitar tuned to drop A." He's like, "I don't think that's right." I was like, "Yeah, it is." I was like accidentally gaslighting him I was like, "Yeah, it's in the right tuning. What are you talking about?" And then I went to look at my guitar and I went, "Actually, you're right. It is definitely not in the right tuning. My bad, homie."
Yeah, at least your friend was like cool enough to like tell you. Like these people were so nice about it that they just kind of like hinted, and I was like, I think it's okay. And then it took me forever to figure it out. And I was like, you guys could have just told me. But it was actually for that track that I have the flugelhorns on.
Yeah.
So I mean they can't like
Oh
it has
yeah.
to be in the right key. So yeah, eventually we had to do something about that.
That
So
makes sense. I want to release a track that's got like horns on. I have not wrote a what's it, a ska track, but I feel like for my sanity, I should release a ska track just as stereotypical as possible to annoy as many people as possible.
100%. There's not a lot of ska coming out of North Carolina
Within
or
good
Charlotte.
reason.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing. Ska is notorious for a reason,
Yeah.
but I I feel like I just need to do a ska track just to annoy people.
I don't know. I mean, some ska can be not so bad. Can be kind of interesting.
I
You-
mean I like what is it, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
and
There you
the
go.
OC Supertones.
Okay.
They're pretty good. But that's the only two ska bands I can think of.
A little brass here and there can hype people up, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I want to make it as like stereotypical ska, like everything everybody hates about ska. I want to turn it up to 11.
Perfect. That sounds like a brilliant idea. I'll
Well,
uh, I'll throw you my horn guy.
sounds great. Well, let's expand a little bit from how you write music. I want you to tell me your favorite track you've written so far, and I also want you to tell me what your least favorite track you've written so far is.
Oh man.
I get people every time with the second half of this question.
Yeah, I mean, um
Doesn't mean you hate the track, but it is definitely going to be like if you had a tier list, there's going to be one at the top and there's going to be one at the bottom.
so there's not that much of my stuff that's recorded yet,
Of
right?
course. Yeah.
I'm working on this album. It might be like an EP, I'm not sure. Um, but this list of songs that I have is there's a lot.
Yeah.
Um, so and I think it kind like any songwriter, like most people would agree on this. Probably you have had this experience. you have to write a lot of trash,
Yep.
like a lot of garbage to get anything that's like, okay, this might not be trash, you know?
Yeah, of course.
So, there's a lot to choose from in terms of like least favorite. I would just say that over time it's gotten more acceptable in my own eyes.
Of course.
Favorite track, uh, I don't know. So um, there's a lot of things to pick apart there, and I hope that I'm not answering these questions. I'm going to try to answer these questions like a normal person.
Like
Um,
a normal person.
that was my pep talk to myself this morning. Be normal.
Fair enough.
So uh, yeah, I think so. From a production perspective versus from a song perspective,
Yeah.
it's just it's hard to choose. I don't know. I think song wise, the Birdie song is like the first song maybe that I wrote that I was like, I can share this with the general public. And it's like, I don't know. I think it's like palatable enough for different kinds of audiences
Yeah.
that it's okay.
Okay.
So maybe song wise, I would go with that one. Um, Production wise, I think the second, it's hard to choose, but probably the first single that I released earlier this year, Hardly a Party. I think production wise, that may be my favorite. Um,
Okay.
Only because so the drummer, and I can share his information with you.
Yeah.
His name is Matt Tully, and he's a jazz drummer, but he's more of like a session guy, and he also does like circus stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so he's really good at like arrangements. Anyway, so he put all this like percussive landscaping into that track,
Okay.
which ended up making it really interesting. I think. Um, but I don't know. There's aspects of the other single that are also really cool production wise. So it's hard to say.
That's fair. I mean,
I'm like a I'm like a lawyer. Like I can't give you a straight answer on any of this, but I'm trying.
no, those were good answers, I promise.
Okay.
Well, let's expand even further. So let's talk about your influences. But I'm a twist it just a little bit. Three of them are musical, but two of them are non-musical.
Oh. Oh.
Because whether you really think about it or not, while we have a lot of music that influences us, a lot of outside things influence you, whether you know that it influences you or not.
Yeah, 100%. Um, hmm. All right, musical. I feel like you have to say Robert Johnson, right?
Yeah.
That's like the first one. Because he's blues and blues is rock. And um, yeah, thankful for Robert Johnson for sure. He's actually the first like vinyl record that I bought myself for
That's
my
awesome.
record collection. Yeah. Um, I love phonograph blues. That's my favorite.
For sure.
Um, uh, so yeah, I guess he would be the first. If I had to choose somebody contemporary, I would say Feist, Leslie Feist.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I've liked her for a long time. And then she uses like a lot of nature in her songwriting, which I
Yeah.
love. Um, and then the last one I would have to choose between like an older jazz vocalist or maybe like some classic country.
Yeah.
But I would probably go with Billie Holiday.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
What are yours, Austin?
my musical influences?
Yeah.
Oh. See, nobody ever asks me my own questions. Let me think about this. Um, I can tell you who's influenced my writing recently.
Okay.
Let me pull up my Spotify here. Gotta double
See,
check.
it's hard to answer these directly.
Exactly. That's why I asked them. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I don't remember putting this on my. Maybe I did. I'm like, I don't remember putting this on my like songs, but maybe I did. Uh, More recently, it's been. Let me see here. Haste the Day is always an influence of mine. They're a fantastic
Okay.
band.
Okay.
Uh, Dave, their guitar player, is such a nice dude. By the way, everybody, check out that episode. It's back that way a little bit. Um, let's see who else. I've been
He's
listening to a
Charlotte
lot
Rae.
of I've been listening to a lot of divorced dad rock today. So
Okay.
like Vetus and Hinder and Creep.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Creed. Creed falls under divorced dad rock.
Yeah, it does now,
Okay.
apparently. According to
Okay.
this playlist I found,
Okay.
because
That kind of tracks, actually. I could see that. Yeah.
I don't remember where I was, but Hinder was playing, Lips of an Angel was playing.
Gosh.
I think it, I don't remember where I was, but Lips of an
Like a
Angel was
low.
playing. I think it was a restaurant. And I was like, oh, I know this divorced dad rock song. What's it called again? So I Shazammed it, as you do. And I was like, oh yeah, Hinder.
Yeah. When you
And then
said that, I was like, gosh, Hinder.
I was
Yeah.
like,
It's
well,
been a
now I
while.
want to listen to it.
Yeah, right.
But
So Hinder.
President is a newer band.
Okay.
The singer who, oh, nobody knows who it is. He's a mass singer. Everybody knows who it is. But he started a new band and they've been pretty good.
Okay.
And then one more. So I got President, Haste the Day. You know
Divorced
who?
dads.
Yeah, Divorced Dad Rock, if that counts as one. I'll give you one more that's not just this is Divorced Dad Rock that's practically a genre at this point.
That's interesting. I
Um,
think that's what I'm gonna say when people ask me what my genre is from now on. I'm just gonna
Divorced.
go with divorced dad rock.
My mu- okay, my Spotify wanted to play. Ooh, this is such a hard question. This is why I don't ask myself this question. Um,
People ask you what kind of music do you listen to as a musician, and you're like, oh, it's the
I
hardest
go,
question ever.
I know, I go, well, sometimes divorced dad rock, sometimes Billie Eilish. You know
Right.
what? I'll say the Browning because I saw them on Friday with my friends are on tour with the band The Browning.
Okay.
And so my friends are my inspiration, of course.
Oh.
But The Browning has a cover of that song "Ah Blue Da Boo Dee Da Boo Da,"
Okay. Yeah.
and so that's been stuck in my head for the past 3 days. So I'll say that.
That's what happens with that song.
Yeah, and it's a metal version.
That's
So
cool.
because the Browning is like EDM
Okay.
and deathcore music.
Okay.
So
Electro death.
yeah, it's very interesting. Their show is ridiculous too. It it if you have seizures, you probably shouldn't go to it.
Okay.
If
That
you have
makes sense.
photosensitivity is not it's you
Yeah.
can go listen to it outside.
EDM in general, right? With all the
Oh yeah,
strobes.
rave music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's your two non-musical influences?
Oh boy. Um,
'Cause I know my two right off the bat. That's the easier portion for me because mine is sunny weather. Because I don't function in non-sunny weather. And
Same here. It's called sad.
exactly. And then movies are my other influence because I love movies.
Gosh. So we were talking about teaching a little bit earlier. I
Yeah.
think recently I've had those moments where because I started teaching like a few years ago. I actually taught for a little bit with Mike Grassi. Um
Okay.
so yeah. So I do the private thing now, and all my lessons are like an hour. So you really get to know, and I go to these people's homes and stuff, so you really get to know them and stuff. I don't know. I'm really inspired by all of my students, like from the little ones, like the teeny little ones, to
Yeah.
the adults. Yeah, they add a lot of like inspiration and meaning into my life. It's so cool to see. I mean, I'm sure you've got countless stories like that, where you just can kind of see stuff click in like a little kid's mind. Um,
Yeah.
or they'll, like I have one student who like his dad knows about Nirvana, right? So he's kind of like mentioning Nirvana around him. And then I decided to he's a piano student, he's 6. And I was like, well, we need to talk about Nirvana at some point, right? So we sat down and I showed him like the like MTV Unplugged, and
Yeah.
then he was on like a real Nirvana kick for a while. And like he would go to school and come back, and his like crafts from school would be the Nirvana like logo.
That's cool.
So like yeah, like his little pumpkin one day was like he brought it home, and the mom like sent me a picture, and it's a little Nirvana pumpkin. I was
That's
like, this
cute.
is amazing. Yeah. Um so okay, sorry, that was a long-winded answer.
No, it
But
wasn't. It was great.
my little students, and then I don't know. I kind of look up to a lot of these like female. This is such a weird answer, but a lot of the like female comedians um,
Okay.
that we have, like I think Amy Poehler is hilarious. I've been
Yes.
listening to her podcast a little bit more, but also she's just a really good person,
Yeah.
um, and that's pretty important, So I like her. I like Chelsea Handler.
Okay.
Uh, that's it. That's all I got. I would say like Gandhi or something, but that's a more original answer, I guess.
Well, you gave me some pretty great answers. Well, let's expand even further upon your. This is gonna take from our influencer pool a little bit. So, as a musician, you like music, of course. But what are some songs, some artists that you would consider guilty pleasures, or not necessarily, because people have a negative connotation with guilty pleasure. They're like, oh, I'm not embarrassed to listen to anything or tell people I listen to anything. Unless you are, in that case, we need to hear it because that's hilarious. But, you know, think of this as more of songs that and bands and artists that people wouldn't expect you to listen to.
Um, when I was a kid, I was one of these like little like snobs that was like, no pop on the radio for me, thanks. Like like with my little monocle.
Yeah.
And then as I've gotten older, I've really grown to appreciate pop music. If for no other reason, but like the songwriting process is harder, it's
Yeah.
harder to make like an upbeat song that's not super corny.
Yeah.
Um, so I really like I will get into some Justin Bieber sometimes,
Okay.
and so Justin and DJ Khaled, and like
Yeah.
I love to be like bless up and stuff. Like yeah,
Okay.
that's my guilty pleasure.
I like it. That's a good answer. And that funny enough, that's probably the shortest answer I've gotten for that answer.
Really?
Not that that's a bad thing, but people are like, well, yeah. they talk about how, well, I don't really have any guilty pleasure. I don't care. Answer the question anyways. No.
I totally do. I have more than one answer for that, but that's the one I'm willing to say on camera.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Well, I do really like this question. What of the songs that you have available at the moment, what song should a new listener listen to first? Now, I have an opinion on this, but I'm not going to share it with you till you tell me yours.
On my
Yeah,
discography.
of yours.
Oh, oh, you listened to all three of my songs on Spotify. I appreciate that.
Of
Awesome.
course. I try to listen to the entire discography of anybody that comes on my podcast.
Um,
It's
that's
painful.
respectable.
Not because I don't love their music. If I didn't like people's music, I wouldn't ask them on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like some of Green Day's music. Well, I don't like about half of Green Day's music, but I would invite him
Still
on
have-
anytime.
Um, you know, I think production, God, it's so hard. I have three tracks to choose from.
You want to hear my answer first?
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Okay.
All
What
right,
what do
hit
you
me.
what do you think I'm gonna say?
I think you're gonna say the Birdie song.
See, no, that's not what I was gonna say.
Really?
I was gonna say your newest one, Hardly a Party.
Well, that's
I
second
mean,
newest.
technically, it's my newest one. It's the one I
Oh,
listened to first.
okay. Okay. Have you heard The Magician yet?
Yes, I have. I
Okay.
told you I listened to all three of them.
Um, okay, so
I
Hardly a
always get.
Party you think is the most
I think that one's like a. You have the Magician on one end and the Birdie song on the other end. I feel like not just because it was the second one released, but it's like a good middle ground for either way. Like you could go
you
either
think?
direction from there.
Really? That's
But
interesting. I think of the Birdie song and The Magician as like closer in like they're both a little bit more Americana, whereas Hap I feel like is like it's a little doo-woppy, you know? So,
I mean,
I don't
I
know.
am the one that if you ask me what my favorite Metallica track is, it would be some B-side that nobody likes or nobody really listens to. So I like the little I like the odd man out of most tracks.
Okay. All
Not to be
right.
like, oh, I'm quirky. I like B-sides more than I like mainstream songs. But
No, I get that.
like Metallica's Unforgiven 2, which nobody talks about and they don't ever play. They were asked why they don't play it, and they said it's because they forgot how to play it. Um,
And how is that not the case for every song that they've ever written, though? Because they're just all like they're classical pieces with like 10 different
yeah.
instrumental layers.
I mean, Metallica said that they're going to be doing. I don't remember how many dates they're doing at the Sphere. It's either six or eight, but they're doing unique sets with no song repeats all every single day
Oh,
that they play the
wow.
Sphere. And I'm like, while you do have enough tracks to do that, you're gonna have to pull out some that you have not either A ever played or you haven't played in so long that I guarantee you don't remember how to play it.
Which is probably more of a draw for people that are like lifelong fans, you know.
Um,
One of my students might be going to that with her dad.
that's awesome.
I know.
I'm not rich, so I, Metallica tickets are never cheap, and I don't feel like I could ever justify going to see them.
They're hardcore fans though. I mean,
That's
and this
fair.
little girl, she deserves to go see Metallica. She really does.
Oh yeah.
She's been learning like Metallica riffs for the last year and a half, so
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
yeah. So,
But yeah, that's my answer. What's your answer?
um, I would say, um, I was actually going to say The Magician, but now I want to change my answer to what you said.
Okay.
Um, I think the magician, maybe. Um, yeah.
I like it. That's a good choice. Well, ooh, where did my questions go? There they are. What is something you're still learning about yourself as an artist?
Oh,
And don't say
um,
everything because that's a cop out answer, even though it may be true for just about everybody.
yeah. Um, I,
That's my answer for when I interview myself.
what am I still, I mean, I think production wise, it's like you think you learn with music in general, there's all these kind of like subsections of things that you can learn about, right? And improve on. So
Yeah,
you can learn more theory, you can learn more technique, you can um, be better in the recording process. I think the production side of things is there's so much to it, and the peeps that I had working with me, some of them were like referrals and stuff, and I just ended up with the most amazing team. And I know a lot of people say that, but
yeah,
it's so true. Like they're just the coolest guys and also so knowledgeable that you just want to like suck in everything that they say and like burn it into your brain, because they
yeah,
just know everything about music. So yeah, I mean, I think having those people in my circle during this project with the two singles has been, I think that was like kind of mind blowing for me. Like, man, whatever I thought I knew about music, I don't know, So,
yeah. What you're
but
saying.
especially production wise, like these are guys that can hear the difference between like a half a decibel, you know?
Yeah,
So yeah, there's a lot.
some people really can like tell like the smallest decibel, and I go, okay. I mean, to be fair, I am partially deaf.
Are you?
I
You
I am I have a hearing aid that I'm supposed to wear in my left ear.
oh, you need to protect those ears, especially if you're
That
like
wasn't my fault.
well, no, but I mean for
Yeah.
the future to keep what you have, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I still do audio production. I think I'm not too terrible at it sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm
I
like,
don't
oh, this is awful. But that, as musicians and people in music often are, we go, yeah, that was awful. I could have done this, and this better. I'm sure you've done that with all three of your tracks that you've released so far too.
Oh my gosh, it's insane. Like, I guess that's another thing I would say is like I really have trouble letting go of the like granular stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like you think everybody's going to notice these little things, and you start talking to people and you realize that nobody does, and you're
Yeah.
just like, oh my God, like how do I separate that part of my brain with how it actually sounds,
Yeah, absolutely.
overall.
Well, let's move on to this next fun question. Ooh, what is one lyric from your songs that you feel in your bones every time you sing it?
Um,
Or like is like that is a line that hits hard. You can't ask me this question because I forget lyrics all the time. I don't even know the lyrics to my songs half the time.
your own. That's fair.
I know
Uh,
Through the Fire and the Flames, and once I learned that when I was like 7, that was about the only song that I could remember lyrics for.
Through the Fire and the Flames.
From the band Dragon Force.
Okay, I don't think I know them.
So that song is at the end of Guitar Hero 3. And
Is
that
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 how you play?
huh?
Did you learn to play through Guitar Hero?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
But,
There are definitely people who that's how they kind of got their start.
yeah. I loved Guitar Hero as a kid. I started out on drums. So, but I loved playing Guitar Hero, and that song is the final song in the game.
Okay.
And I enjoyed that song so much as a kid that I remember how 98% of that song goes.
Yeah.
But when it comes to other songs, I'm like, yeah, I couldn't even tell you what the name is half the time.
Of your own songs. Yeah,
Uh,
same.
Like
Um,
I've been teaching a jam band and we're doing Let It Be is the first song they're doing. I go, okay, let's do that one Beatles song that I can never remember. They're like, it's Let It Be. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
um, yeah, I think The Magician, um, maybe the first line in the first verse,
Okay.
or uh just the whole song is I say that it's like about like being ghosted, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but that song has like several layers to it for me.
Yeah.
Which I think songwriting should kind of be, you should have like a lot of things going on in terms of like emotional attachment to your songs. So yeah, maybe that one.
Okay. I'll take it. That's a good answer. Oh. So you're gonna really have to think about this one.
Okay. That's not my strong suit, so not
So think
my
about a
forte.
particular song that you wrote that you ended up going, yeah, I'm never releasing this. Why was it that you were gonna go, I'm never releasing this song?
Um, that's most of everything that I've ever written, but I have some in the vault that are just they're so sad and so personal that like you cry when you write them, you cry when you hear them again.
Yeah.
And you're like, that is never gonna see the light of day. But yeah, so that's probably my answer.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Now, what is a song by any person, it can be anybody, that you wish you had written?
I Will Always Love You by Dolly Parton. Easy.
Fast answer, first off. Great job. And secondly, great answer.
Thank you.
I do really
Or
enjoy that song.
if we're talking about like money, like I probably would have to say the Mariah Carey Christmas. All I want is for Christmas is you.
Yes. That
Yeah.
that is a great answer.
Yeah.
See, my answer is sort of a balance of the both.
Okay.
It's In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
It's iconic. It's a great song. And the royalties on that song are
They're probably cleaned up.
astronomical, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So mine is sort of the middle. But ooh, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. E-
If we were strictly speaking
Yeah. I mean
monetarily.
that's generational wealth every Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
It adds another two generations that don't have to ever work again every Christmas.
Yeah. Um, my I think my thing with I Will Always Love You though is that I mean it's such a beautiful like that's her goodbye to Porter Wagner.
Yeah,
Um and it's just such a like selfless. It's such a reflection of who Dolly is as a person or who I imagine her to be in my brain.
yeah,
But she's just it's just a really beautiful like non um non-resentful like goodbye to someone
yeah, of course.
and it was platonic, you know. And then just the way that I mean her version obviously was great, but then Whitney Houston's interpretation is just like can you imagine being Dolly and like hearing that on the radio for the first time? I would just be like
I'd be like, man, I should have done it like that.
yeah. Right, exactly. But
Not that
nobody got
Dolly's version isn't amazing, but
yeah, 100%.
but
Yeah.
Whitney Houston is Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
They're both great singers of their time and even now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
But what Whitney did with that vocally is just like unmatchable, I think.
Oh yeah. I definitely can't sing like that.
Me neither.
Well, my next question is this kind of feeds into this a little bit. What is a dream collaboration of yours? Like if you could collaborate with any artist, musician. I mean, besides the dream collaboration of coming on my podcast. I know that's hard to beat, but give me another
Um,
one.
yeah. Yeah, these are hard questions to ask musicians because like musicians don't want to answer
No.
these in a straightforward way.
I'll give you one right now that nobody I think would expect me to say.
Annie Hayden.
I mean, of course. That's why you're on the podcast.
Yes.
But I think Sting from the Police would be cool to collaborate with on a
Oh
track.
yeah. Heck yeah.
I love the Police. They're a great band. Um they need to get back together. What are they waiting on? It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, they need to have like an Oasis moment.
Yeah. Well, they're all friendly with each other. I just don't know why they don't play
Yeah,
together.
but to draw all those crowds back after so much time.
That's true.
Yeah.
They would make a lot of money.
Yeah.
More than Sting already does.
Yeah. What is he doing now?
Sting.
He's just stinging.
Yeah, he's playing all of his solo music plus stuff from the Police.
Okay.
He'll be in Charlotte in June, I think.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. But, if I knew how to spell Sting right and didn't put Sting, I would I would be able to tell you the exact day he comes. He's coming to the PNC May 18th.
Okay. Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah, I
Um,
definitely want to go now.
yeah. Let's see. I mean, Dolly P is for sure a big one.
I think that'd be awesome.
Just to write with her. Oh my gosh. Um, and then I mean, I also love like Willie Nelson and John Prine and I don't know. You can't make me pick one. It's not fair. It's
Well,
not right.
those are good. I'll take all of those answers as your answer.
Okay.
Oh, I've got one more. I want to work on a metal track with Brad Paisley.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some of that cross genre stuff.
Well, the man is a fantastic guitar player. He is like I swear he played like rock and metal music when he was younger and then found out that country music made more and went that direction.
Okay.
Because there's a video that he did with the Fender Workshop. It's the composer for Game of Thrones, the two showrunners, Scott Ian from the band Anthrax,
Okay.
I think Nuno Betancourt from the band Extreme,
Okay.
and then Brad Paisley and Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine
Is that
jamming out the Game of Thrones theme song.
wow. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I'm gonna look
Brad
that up.
Paisley comes in and goes, he's like absolutely shredding, heavy metal guitar style stuff. And I'm like, why? So he plays country music for what reason again?
Yeah, I mean, even the bluegrass stuff though, like
Yeah.
a lot of people here that just shred at bluegrass. So yeah.
And bluegrass. Bluegrass is not to throw shade at bluegrass because I like bluegrass, but bluegrass is kind of a show offy, kind of shreddy thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when people play bluegrass, when they start round robining those solos, it's just
Yeah.
you can tell they know how to play their instrument.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I think they probably listen to Metallica.
One of the five stacked guitar parts. Yeah.
Exactly. Ooh. Okay. So I am going to do this segment with you because I think it'll be fun.
Wait, I have to throw one more. Like if I could
Oh,
do
yeah,
like
give me
a
one more.
hip hop collab with
Okay.
like Andre 3000 or something like that, that
He
could
can play
be.
flute.
Can he?
Have you not heard his flute record?
No.
It
no.
is it is the best. It is the most Andre 3000 thing you could possibly listen to.
Okay, well that's another thing I need to write down after this.
New Blue Sun, and it's got such hits as I swear I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally the wind the way blew me this time. Track number one. Or Bipolar Disorder's daughter wears a 3000 trademark shirt embroidered.
Oh my God.
Or Gandhi Dalai Dalai Lama, your Lord and Savior JC, Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and John Wayne Gacy. And it's an hour and 27 minutes, 8 songs uh of Andre 3000 flute.
Good for him pursuing his flautist dreams.
It came out in 2023. I remember as soon as it came out, I listened to the whole thing and I went, my life is forever changed. Probably not for the better. But
Okay.
it is a record that I recommend everyone listen to at least once
Okay.
if they can make it through to the end.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be listening to it tonight for sure.
Let me know what you think about it.
I wonder how he compares to Lizzo at the flute.
She doesn't compare to him at all.
Okay.
The man does. I feel like if the
Maybe we should
Pied
recruit
Piper
them
was a
for our
real
ska
person,
band.
yeah, exactly. If Andre 3000 was a fictional character, he would be the Pied Piper.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
Have you seen the Key and Peele skit about Andre 3000 about
Mm-mm.
Outcast?
Mm-mm.
So Keegan plays Andre 3000. It is the funniest skit I've ever seen. But I like Key and Peele as a comedy duo. I feel like that one is my favorite clip they've done of all time.
Okay, I'll look it up. Sometimes I find them to be hilarious and sometimes I don't. So I'll check
I
it out.
totally get that.
Yeah.
They have hits and misses, of course.
Yes. That's what I was gonna say.
So I have a fun little segment for you, and I'm gonna pick a person or a character or something, and you're gonna have to tell me what music you think they would listen to.
Okay. That
And
sounds
I know exactly who I'm using. I'm using Andre 3000. What music, given all the information that has come to light about him today, what kind of music do you think he would listen to? What are some like give me three and maybe one's like an artist that he secretly listens to that nobody knows about.
I feel like I would have said this before you mentioned the flute stuff. I really think that he probably does a lot of like classical music in his day to day, like a
Yeah.
lot of Beethoven.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah. And then obviously probably a lot of like hip hop stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he listens to his own music?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Like I
Probably.
don't mean to make him sound egotistical, but maybe he listens to his music and goes, "That's some good shit right there."
I feel like I feel like all artists are like sick of their own stuff by the time they even like get it recorded, right? So he probably never does.
No, no, probably not.
But maybe in the studio, he's like, yeah, this is a banger.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Now I've got another person for you. What do you think is something that people like? I'm giving you Dolly Parton as this person, but I
Okay.
mean, we all know she listens to like certain music. What do you think is something that people wouldn't expect her to listen to? Like she secretly listens to this behind closed doors.
I think she secretly is a big like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre fan.
I
Um,
can totally see that.
and then I think she probably listens to a lot of Miley stuff because that's her
Yeah,
daughter. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with my Dr. Dre Snoop answer.
I like that. I do know for a fact that she's friends with Joan Jett and the Blackheart, so I'm assuming she
Oh,
probably listened to them.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool.
Because she put out a Dolly put out a rock album not too long ago. That's got did you not know that?
No.
It's called what is it called?
Well, she's constantly pumping out albums also.
Yeah. It was a where is it at? Rockstar, here it is. Came out in 2024. She had Sting on it. They did a cover of Every Breath You Take. She had Ann Wilson on there. She had John Fogerty, Kid Rock, Steven Tyler, Stevie Nicks,
Oh
Peter
no, she had
Frampton.
rock on it.
She had Miley Cyrus, of course.
Uh-huh.
Lizzo,
Uh-huh.
Kevin Cronin, Elton John, Melissa Etheridge, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts,
Okay.
Rob Halford from Judas Priest,
Okay. I'm definitely gonna check this out.
Sheryl Crow, uh, Michael McDonald from the Doobie Brothers, Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr,
Okay.
Leonard Skinner, Måneskin,
That
and so many others. It's the deluxe version has 39 tracks on it.
I do think her arms are like covered in. I'm one of those like conspiracy theorists that thinks her arms are covered in like tattoos.
You know what? I can definitely see that.
Yeah, because she never shows like she always wears long sleeves.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she?
Yeah, so there's a lot of people that think she's like covered in tats.
I
So
believe it.
maybe, maybe.
Apparently, she just did a song with Lainey Wilson, Miley Cyrus, Queen Latifah, and Reba McEntire.
Wow, that's quite a collab.
I know that
She's just like a million things at once, especially in the last few years.
she's just
So
doing side quests for fun.
yeah, yeah, but she's got like a lot of like different businesses and stuff too. So she's got some energy for her age for
I,
sure.
I definitely highly respect her and all that she's done.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up on the end of the podcast. I only have a few more questions for you. And the first question is, do you have any new music coming out that you can share with us?
I am working on the rest of my album EP, as we discussed. But the biggest plug I think I need to make right now is the two singles that just came out.
Yep,
Um, we worked really hard, a really long time on them and worked really hard on them. So I'm trying to promo them as much as possible.
of course.
Those are available on all the streaming platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your music, they're there.
Is it on Roblox though?
It might. I can't remember if I checked that little DistroKid box. I think the magician might be.
Okay.
Question. Good question.
So go look on Roblox, see if it's there.
Okay.
I did not check it because then it said that you wouldn't get any money.
Yeah, but I think there's like I know this from all my students, like those little kids are obsessed with Roblox. That and Minecraft.
Yeah.
there's probably a lot of exposure that you get from
You know what?
just
That
allowing it.
I think I might put my next release on Roblox.
I mean, I'm not pulling in the big bucks for my music anyway, so
That's
at this
fair.
time, so I'll take the exposure. It's fine.
I would like one day to have my tracks on Fortnite Festival,
Okay, all
which
right.
is like it's like Epic Games, who owns Fortnite, also owned the company that did Rock Band.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, that's what I was just gonna say. It was like, what about like Guitar Hero?
So Guitar Hero's dead,
Is
unfortunately.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they've killed that franchise. But
Okay.
the original, like the people who did the first Guitar Hero, have a new game coming out.
Okay.
It looks fun. It's Don't ask me what the name of it is. I don't know. It's the company's Red Octane, which I thought
Okay.
they went under.
Okay.
Um,
You can tell I don't know anything about video games.
it's okay. I just happen to know a lot about the music video games. I mean, I
Okay.
know a lot about video games in general, I guess. It's called Stage Tour. It is the spiritual successor to Guitar Hero.
Okay. A spiritual successor. That's very interesting.
It comes out this year in the fall
Okay.
for PC and consoles. So I would like to have my song on there maybe, but Fortnite would get me more money
Okay. It
because
depends on the deals that you strike.
exact.
Okay.
Well, I also have to ask, do you have any shows or events coming up this year that you can share?
Um, I perform all around Charlotte every weekend. I do the solo gig thing where I play at breweries and restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They're mostly cover gigs.
of course.
But I do hope to be able to announce some kind of album release party or, original show
Yeah.
soon once the album is out. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But if anybody wants to come out and just hang with me for a cover set, I'm all around Charlotte all the time. So, and Penny too. Penny, you want to come say hi? See if she wants to.
Oh, yeah.
Parents. She has I got her this little. Oh,
Oh,
oh, we're having a hard time getting her butt up. Here she comes.
oh,
Here she
sweet.
comes. So I just got her this little scarf. It has guitars on it
That's cool.
and cowboy boots. I don't know if you can see it in the. I'm doing it the
I
wrong way.
I can see it a little bit.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
it's cute.
So this is Penelope. She's my backup dancer, but she doesn't really move. So
Sometimes backup dancers don't move either, so
yeah, I mean she is at a lot of my gigs actually. She just kind of lays at my feet and sleeps the whole time. So she's not much of a live music girly. She just or maybe she's just sick of my set, which is understandable.
yeah, the animals go, yeah, I'm done with this. You can turn this off now.
Right. 100%. Yeah. I really want to teach her to howl because she's a hound dog and I'll play
Yeah,
hound dog sometimes. And so I just wish that one time I could get her to howl at the end of that song.
that would be sick.
She's half boxer too. So I don't know. Just the howling is tough to get out of her. She's quiet girl.
Yeah. Okay. Well, of course, I have to ask plugs and shout outs. Plug yourself. Shout out people.
Okay. Um, okay. I've never done this before, so I'm going to try my best. So the two singles are called The Magician and Hardly a Party. And the rest of the album is going to be coming out hopefully in a few months. So keep your eyes peeled, but also check out those two singles on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever. The peeps who worked with me on these two tracks were Joe O'Connell, who's amazing, Matt Tully, who's amazing, David Ryan, who's amazing. Everybody's amazing. Um, the flugelhorns were Brad Wilcox and
Oh, I know who Brad is.
you do? Oh,
Yeah.
we have to talk about that. He's lovely, and then you could totally use him for your ska band.
Yeah.
Um, and then Mark Jolly was on the bass. I don't think I'm missing anybody. I think that's everybody. So, but they all were just awesome, and they're amazing musicians, and the tracks um are tolerable because of them. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I only have one last question for you. This is the most important question. What out of the songs that you have released so far do you want to have as the outro track to the episode?
Oh, can you put the bridge on The Magician
Yeah,
as the outro track?
I can.
So, like where the organ comes in?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
I'll do that then. Well,
All
again,
right.
thank you so much, Annie, for coming on. It was great to have you.
Yeah, this was a pleasure. I'm sure I'll see you around town or something at some point,
Oh
but
yeah, for sure. Well,
yeah.
you guys know what to do. Go follow Annie on the socials. Go listen to her music. Hit the buttons either below or above or on the sides. They change all the time. You can blame Spotify and YouTube for that. Um, and we'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.
My legs are so tired.
This has been Mullins Over Music Podcast, episode 85, with your host, producer, and editor. That's me, Austin Mullins. Special thanks to guest Annie Haden for coming on. The closing track is The Magician by Annie Haden. Check her out at Annie.Hayden on all socials. She has a show on May 30th at the Print Shop, so go check that out. Be on the lookout for new music as it's announced. Thanks to Annie for being a fun guest and friend as well. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can check out the Patreon at the link in the description for behind the scenes, early episodes, and extra content that I know you'll enjoy. Special thanks to viewers like you. Thank you. And until next time.
And there's no better out. It's time we should clap for your disappearing eye. If only you knew. If only you knew. My heart is so tired of being broken into. My heart's had enough of being broken by you. And it's time we should clap for your disappearing eye. If only you knew. If only